Yeah, I swear there was something we were supposed to get from him. I mean, we may need to reload. Because oftentimes that fixes the bug. I mean, this game is, let's say, imperfect. Let's do a quick reload. Oh, hello, Vampyr. Yeah, I would love a more advanced crafting system. I know there's a save game there. Perfect. Yeah, I would love a little more, because most of the time when you embrace someone, you get like a key or something that allows you to unlock other stuff. It just gives you kind of basic crafting materials. Like, it's like, and here's 8 opium, or, you know, here's like 10 or 15 shillings, and I don't know, some sodium bicarbonate. Like, I wish that was a little more fleshed out, only because it makes playing a character who goes through and embraces a whole bunch of people not substantially different. There's also, you know, the ability to have an area become like hostile, or let's say, I forget what the term is. I think it's hostile. I think areas, once they become sick enough, they become, let's say, more dangerous to go through. I wish there was kind of more of a benefit to that. Like, maybe enemy drops from vampires also, or like skulls and vampire hunters improved, like you got better items from that. All right, so let's go in here. Let's go have a chat with him, because we brought back the 4 notes.
Good evening, Mr. Swanborough.
Is it you, Dr. Reed?
You know it.
Please come in.
What kind of gentleman pays visits to people at this late hour?
Oh, come on, dude. You know who it is.
What can I do for you, Doctor?
Yeah, what? What?
Goodbye, Mr. Swanborough.
Well, I guess we're just stuck.
I'll leave you now. Tell me, how do you see the world these days?
Through bloodshot eyes. You know, sometimes you just don't get to progress. Well, maybe if we come back to it at a later point. At the very least, we can now track this. What happens if we untrack this? Track it? Yeah. We brought him back to 4. Yeah. It just didn't. It didn't tick it off. We gave him all 4. I'm pretty sure. Yeah. I don't know. Seems like it might just be bugged. C'est la vie. C'est la vie. All right, let's go. I like to see you try. I mean, the loading might kill us.
Your prey is mine now!
That's right. Whitechapel is definitely one of my favorite areas just to visit, because it has such a beautiful look between the different sources of lighting in it. How's it going, guys? God, we also need to... Well, do you know what? On our way back through this way, we should talk to the people up here. Because we have not talked to, like, I think 3 of the people in that area. We eavesdropped on 2 of them, but that really doesn't... That is not, let's say, an introduction. All right, so we need to go down through this way and then hang a right.
Can't you just look the other way this week, Joe? Come on, we can sort it out, right?
Everybody's having a rough time. Oh, right. We can have a little chat with you.
Mr. Bates.
Evening.
This piece of
Doctor.
shit. Yeah.
I want to know everything about the recent violence, Cadogan.
Yeah.
And I want the
Spit it
truth.
out.
Well, rent may be a bit high, and yeah, I've had to evict a few people. But that's business, isn't it?
Oh, you know, just the standard fare of evicting people during a epidemic. What an asshole. Ooh. Ooh. I wish I'd only found you later.
Sir, I wish I had found you a few nights later than I did. Or maybe never
That's
at
right.
all.
Death would have been a well-deserved
Exactly.
punishment for your villainy.
Yeah, but you saved me, didn't you? And you do it again, because you're a decent chap. Just know I'm not.
Take this as my final warning. You will not profit
That's right,
from
Jonathan,
the misery
lay it
of
down.
others. Business is one thing, but what you do is quite another.
Yeah, this
Really?
guy is a monster.
What you gonna do? You ain't from here. You ain't Whitechapel, Doctor. You wouldn't know the first thing about playing dirty, even if you wanted to.
I mean, that is Jonathan's downfall, is that he actually
How
wants
are
to help
conditions
people.
in Whitechapel at present?
The way this sickness is spreading, I don't think there'll be enough new bloods to replace those tenants I'm losing from this bloody
Oh,
thing.
maybe stop evicting people. Maybe that might
Have you heard anything about Nurse
solve your
Crane
problem.
and her dispensary?
Not really.
I'm sure you know
A
more.
man such as yourself, knee-deep in the muck of Whitechapel.
Yeah, I don't believe that
must
you don't know every unscrupulous
Speak
thing that's
now.
going on.
Yeah, thanks to Nurse Crane's dedication, these foreigners keep coming to Whitechapel, and my lodgings welcome all.
So business is booming.
More than ever. Hope Nurse Crane's dispensary
You know, I feel
does
like
nothing but
maybe these
flourish.
people need to
More
rise
money
up
in
and
my
take
pocket in
that
the
property
end.
from you.
Why am I not convinced?
I know.
Maybe it's
I would,
because you lack
Sammy, but
faith.
I have committed this
Being a
playthrough
skeptic must be
to
useful
not
for a
killing
man of
anyone
science.
if we don't have to. Well, we got all of his hints,
Goodbye, Mr. Bates.
and I could not hate him anymore. I know, Nicholas, I know. But also, I feel like he would give Jonathan indigestion. That's not blood you want to eat. Well, we can talk to her.
Good evening, my dear colleague.
Ugh. All right. Ooh. I don't want to give her money, but also I would
I'd like
love
see what
to
kind of medicine you're
stock up
selling.
on a what is it? Yeah, this stuff, potassium permanganate. Buy multiple. However many you have, perfect. Because we are running low on that. Our fellow, I'm gonna put in air
evening,
quotes and
my dear
italicized
colleague.
healer. We got all that. Let's talk about your brother.
Loretta, why do you feel so guilty about your brother?
I don't expect him to forgive me. All I can do is make amends for what I did.
By making him a crook and a criminal. What if somebody decides to
Yeah,
make
exactly.
him
Involving
pay
him in a
for
life of
your
crime is
scam?
not a way
Mason is totally
to
capable
make
of
up for
defending
it.
himself. Just leave us be. We're perfectly fine.
Ooh. I don't think he belongs in an institution because, especially during this time period, it is not a, let's say, good idea.
I know how guilt feels between
They're not
going
gonna
to
get any help.
Sister. Are you sure you're not trying to ease your own remorse?
Mason wants to be useful. Can you understand that? And chemistry is his passion. And the Swanborough cordial gives him a purpose in life.
Well, we got another hint for her. Now we have all that, but we still don't have this last one. No, nothing here.
How is the sanitary situation evolving in Whitechapel these days?
When people buy guns instead of medication, it means they have already traded
Oh,
hope
God.
for fear in their hearts.
I mean,
In
it's
my
a pretty
book,
grim
that's never a
time.
good thing, Doctor.
All right,
Goodbye,
well,
Miss Swanborough. Perhaps we'll talk again.
you know, in a better time, we would never have to talk with her, but you know, that's how it is. All right, so let's go up through the north part of the West End and chat with some new folks. Yeah, her calling herself a healer feels like a discredit to every medical institution through the history of humanity. I think this is the way we need to go. Yep, we're good. All right, so there are, I believe, at least 3 people around here that we have not talked to yet. And if I'm not mistaken, there are also the Prowin guard around here as well. Yep. There we go. Really want to get some good hits in there. Yeah, give me the blood. Down you go. Oh my god, this weapon feels so good now. Oh, we even got a good handle part out of it. I mean, not that we need it, but, you know. Ooh, I don't think we even have used this hideout. Oh, no, we did. This is one of the ones that goes out to the other side. We can't go through here yet. Yeah, that's right. Not yet. And we can't even open this. But I'm mistaken, that's a story beat, so we'll pause on that. This way, though. Yeah, cool. Oop. It's funny, it always does that. It has like a quick moment where it thinks you're pressing backwards. All right, where are our friends? Hey, thank you so much for the Prime sub. Ah, she's up here now. We can finally meet her. Hello, hello. It's been so long. That's so generous of you, Cobra.
Dr.
Thank you so
Reed.
much.
I am glad.
I am sorry, I can't help you, sir.
Let's have a little
Good evening,
chat.
Miss Price. I'm Dr. Reed. Do you remember me?
Dr. Reed? Yes, of course.
How are you
You
doing?
are the doctor who healed me and my mum.
Yeah.
Good evening, Dr. Reed.
Your
Good to
mom has
see
got
you
the
too.
hots for Jonathan.
Are you all right?
Oh, yes. I did not hurt myself recently. I know how to take care of myself now. I'm almost a grown-up.
Ah, that's right. She's the clumsy one. All right, well, let's
you
ask her
need
about her
my
health,
medical
even though it seems like she's okay at the
I'm all
moment.
right, Mr. Reed. Well, I think I am.
All right. Tell me about how your life has been. Your mom tells me you're awake
Why
at
are you
night.
awake at night, Carol?
I am helping my mother in her shop. It's not easy, but I'm a grown-up now.
I mean, your mom might be proud, but I also imagine she would love if you had maybe a more ordinary
I'm
life.
sure your mother is grateful for your help.
I do the best I can. But I'm so clumsy sometimes. I drop things. I injure myself. It's a good thing my mother has the patience of an angel.
Why is work not easy?
I mean, working the night shift is
something
a
or
hard
someone
one,
bothering you?
since it goes
know,
kind of
most
against our
people are gentle.
natural sleep cycle.
But I'm so nervous.
You got to be a hardy
sometimes.
person to do it.
I pay no attention and hurt myself. Good thing my mum learned first aid.
Ah. That's why I'm always impressed by nurses who do the classic, typically nurses rotate on a, 12-hour schedule.
What can you
the
tell
7
me
to
of
7
the
if you
people
would.
living nearby?
I don't speak to many people.
Always impressed with nurses who do the
Except
7
for
p.m. to
customers.
7 a.m. That's a hard shift.
It's not easy to make friends. And with the epidemic, it's even
Oh,
more
yeah.
difficult.
Ooh. I mean, I imagine working all the time at night, and an epidemic makes it hard to
you
have
no
friends.
at all?
No. Mr. Nithercote used to pass by and was always nice to me.
Does he not come by anymore?
No.
Mm.
Mum said he was weird. Always reciting poetry about a girl he'd met in Whitechapel.
Oh, right.
I wonder who this
Nithercott.
man may be.
Don't hang out with him. He is a weird dude.
What can you tell me about the epidemic?
It's better that he isn't
Some
hanging
of our
around.
regular customers have left London. Some others only send their housemaids now. Everybody fears the contagion. I've even seen men with weapons.
Yeah. You haven't seen anyone, dashing around with a hacksaw, have you? Ooh. Well, do you enjoy
Do you
working with your
enjoy
mom?
working with
I
your
mean, I
mother?
guess at
Oh,
least
yes,
it's something to
Doctor.
do.
My mother raised me alone
Yep.
after my father died. We've always lived together, and she has always watched over me.
Well, do you remember anything about your father?
Do you remember your father?
No, I was just a baby then.
Hmm.
My mother always told me how strong and good
that's
he
hard.
was.
Do you ever think about getting married now you're a woman?
Oh no, Dr. Reed. Mum always says I'm still a child who has no idea how tough life can be.
I mean, you're still pretty young, but I guess during the time period, unfortunately, people were not as, let's say, progressive. All right. So we got a hint we can talk with the mom about.
Goodbye, Carol.
Let's have a little chat with her before we go
Good evening.
gallivanting around town.
Good evening, Miss Price.
You know you can call me Caroline,
Oh, yeah.
my dear doctor.
Oh yeah, she's working Jonathan.
Carol's gratitude is exemplary. She seems determined never to leave you.
I'm taking care of my daughter as well as I can. It's not always easy, but she's the best gift life.
You guys seem like
But
a
she'll probably
very
leave you
positive
someday
relationship.
to live her own life. Will that be difficult for you?
Why would she leave? Children sometimes stay with their parents until the
Not
end.
wrong.
For they know no one else will love them as much.
Ooh, that's a little... I mean, that's maybe not the way you want to look at it. Maybe it's because, like, their relationship is that positive. Not because, like, they
May
have
I
no
look at
other
your
choice.
goods, Miss Price?
It's always a pleasure to have you here, Dr. Reed. Take all the time you need.
No, that's the thing. Like, the relationship is not... Like, there's nothing wrong with, you know, family members who live together for a long period of time. But I feel like there has to be a mutual understanding of independence
I hope
even
you
within
can
that
stay for
relationship.
longer.
This one, not so much. Unfortunately, they don't have, let's say, a healthy appreciation of each other. It's more so like a symbiotic, like I wouldn't say parasitic, but more like a negatively symbiotic. Now, where's everyone else? Ah, we haven't talked with you two yet, and you guys seem very in sync.
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. Do you need my help?
Anything
Yes,
I can
please.
do?
Would you be kind enough to tell me what the time is?
That's all you need to know.
Well, is it not important to know? As important as where you are? Or who you are?
I mean, at this
suppose
time of
you're
night.
right. And who are you then, sir?
I am Agamemnon Baker. Like my brother, I think we need to leave this city immediately.
Ah. I
And
mean,
my
I don't
brother and
blame you.
I rarely agree on anything.
I mean, cities are a center for epidemics, so don't blame you on that one. And we did overhear them kind of very hush-hush talk about why they need to leave. And exactly what are you doing
May I
here?
ask what you're doing outside? of
Very
this
odd.
I don't know. You should ask my brother instead. It was his idea in the first place.
You must have your own ideas.
From what I have managed to understand, I guess we're supposed to wait here. Waiting for someone to come.
You know, classic, waiting for Godot. Godot's always going to be coming. Well, what can you tell me about the area? I'm assuming you live here.
It's the only place I've considered myself happy. Or at least that's what I believe.
Okay.
Unfortunately, it's time to leave.
Why is that?
Because I'm not feeling happy here anymore. Are you?
I mean, that's a very odd question. I'm gonna say, what kind of question is that? That's an odd way to put
What kind
it.
of question is that? What am I supposed to answer exactly?
The truth. And I believe you just did it, actually.
I mean, you're not wrong. Well, tell me about your brother. He seems to be the one in charge.
What can you tell me about your brother?
He's older than me, I think. But the important thing is that I really hope I'll die before him. Grief would just kill me, you know?
Is that all?
Pericles is very attached to this city, and without my insistence, he would never leave
Pericles
this
and
place.
Agamemnon are incredible
We don't
names.
often agree on anything, you see.
May I ask why
Names
you've
of
not gone
ancient
already?
Greek myth.
So exasperated by this long wait.
I believe fear is holding us back. My brother would have said it's laziness, but it's just because he's prouder than I am.
I actually love these two. They are ridiculous. All right. So, who are you waiting for?
Who are you waiting for exactly?
You got to know
The more
something,
I think
buddy.
about it, the more I believe it's not exactly a person we are waiting for.
But what else could it be then?
I don't know. A feeling? An event? An impulse? How can I tell?
And you guys are a mystery.
Something that would allow us to leave this trap.
And, what
I'm
is exactly
afraid
the
I'm
trap
not
you're talking
following
about?
you. What kind of trap are you talking about?
Have you ever felt like life trapped you in a role that does not fit you?
Oh, buddy, you don't even
You're
know.
not in your place. That sort of trap.
Let me tell you about being bitten and then left for dead in an open pit.
And you think leaving London will free you?
At least it will give us the chance to be free. That's more than our present situation. Hope, Doctor. Hope is what truly drives mankind.
Well, what are you actually afraid of? I overheard you guys chatting.
What are you really afraid of, Agamemnon?
The problem is, it's precisely what I don't know that frightens me. So I suppose I can't really answer.
Like,
your
are you
question.
guys just high on opium? Like, I can't get a straight
Goodbye
answer
for
out of
now,
you.
Mr. Baker.
Well, let's talk to Pericles. Hello, hello.
Good evening, sir.
How are you doing,
I'm
buddy?
Dr. Reed. Can I be of assistance?
Dr. Reed? Dr. Reed?
Is there anything wrong?
No, it's just your name sounds familiar. And your face. Have we met before?
Have you been in any
I
open
think
graves
I would
recently?
remember. So I suppose
What are you talking about,
the
Jonathan? You
answer
have a
is no.
terrible
That's
memory.
I'm certain I've already heard of you. My name is Pericles Baker. Does that mean anything to you?
I'm afraid not, sir.
I mean,
It's a pleasure to meet
your
you.
brother seems as odd as you do.
The pleasure is mine, I guess. I only wish I could remember when it was that we met.
Oh. Well, why are you hanging outside this church in the middle of the
Tell
goddamn
me
night?
about yourself, Mr. Baker. What are you doing out here in the middle of the night?
We are waiting.
You know,
Waiting for
besides just
someone.
having a
And
normal
why
one.
are you waiting for this person?
Because we need to leave this city as soon as possible.
Why do you want to leave the city?
I'm not really
mean-
sure.
I feel like these guys are like in the Matrix or something. Like they're like mentally transposing themselves from a different video game and they don't realize it.
Can you tell me anything about this district?
As you like asking questions so much, would you allow me to ask you one first?
Hey,
Please.
shoot.
Be my guest.
Do you like this city?
Yeah. I mean, it's filled with a cast of interesting characters.
I know we are not living in the most peaceful of times, but I have learned to appreciate London's complexity.
Yes, me too. This city tests us. It invites us to find ourselves, to discover our true nature scattered throughout its dark streets.
But what if we don't like what we find?
Do we ever know who we are? I wonder sometimes. Or maybe
This guy, talking to these guys is a
journey to
trip.
find out who we are that changes us.
And what do you do for a living besides, you know, philosophizing?
And what do you do, sir? For a living, that is.
I stopped working when I decided to leave.
Uh-huh.
When I realized what I wanted. Wanted something this city can't provide.
Well, what was your job before
But what
you
were
had this
doing before
epiphany?
You took this decision.
Does it really matter anymore? Considering the past seems so
We got like a
pointless to
pair
me.
of like Edgar Allan
I have
Poe's
lived
here.
in this city all my life. And now I think it's over.
And so what exactly makes you want to
Tell me
leave?
more about why you want to leave London, then.
I just don't belong here anymore. I had to convince my brother to leave
Okay,
London because
you
I
guys
know
are
we
talking
need to
about
find
leaving a
another
lot,
life
but not doing the part where
out
you
of the
leave.
city.
All right. So you guys had an argument.
Tell me why your brother disagrees with your presence here.
Agamemnon is naive.
I mean, you
sometimes.
both seem like a fool.
Although don't consider him a fool, sir. He is often more lucid than me.
I mean, I would never use lucid to describe either of you.
At least you both have the same difficulty explaining what you're doing, and for what reason.
Jonathan's just
But
like
is that
rubbing his
not a common
temples like, I
problem for
can't
all
believe I have to
mortals?
talk with you.
What can you tell me about your brother?
If you are searching for a pleasant chat, you should speak with him instead of wasting your time with me.
Oh, my dear
He's always
God.
been the more gentle of us.
That's it? That's all you can tell me about him?
For the time being.
Do the two
True
of you share
kindness
one
is the
brain
most
cell that you
valuable
pass back and
quality,
forth
my
between
good
each other?
sir.
Personal questions. Ah, here we go. Tell me about your strange
more
feelings about the city.
Your strange feelings towards the city.
I would be happy to describe them. But it's too hard to explain with mere words what I'm feeling.
Like, I feel like I just need to give
So
these two, like,
clear,
you know,
too
a couple cups of
confused.
coffee
Go on,
just to wake them out of their
please.
stupor.
Where should I start? The world is chaos.
Okay,
Men
you're not
go
wrong.
mad and nature itself runs roughshod over us all.
This
I
is not
mean,
the first time mankind has faced a deadly epidemic.
Yeah.
Or a war.
I mean,
Men
I guess
kill
this is
each
maybe the
other,
first time that
while
he's lived
nature
through it,
decides
though.
to kill them all. I don't know what scares me the most. Do you?
Ooh, I mean, Madness of Men is definitely more scary than the Wrath of Nature. Nature is ambivalent, right? There's no wrath, it just exists.
Plagues and epidemics can be seen as an implacable force, a curse
Yeah.
even.
Yeah,
But the ferocity of mankind worries me more, for we choose what we do.
exactly.
Yes.
We
At least
inflict
nature's
it
not
upon
aware
ourselves.
Of all the suffering she brings to us. At least that's what I am hoping.
All right. And who exactly are
Who
you waiting for?
I'm sure he has a name.
I really can't answer that question, since I don't know.
Oh
that
my
person.
God.
And why is that?
Did you
This
guys dip
person is
into like a
mostly my
vat of
brother's
opium?
acquaintance. I don't even know his real name. Only that this man could help us leave this city once and for all.
But why would you need this person's help to leave London?
You know the
anyway?
gates are open.
Well, I thought we should have left this cursed place already, but my brother convinced me to stay a while longer, and here we are.
Have you even talked to each other? I feel like I'm taking crazy pills.
How long have you been waiting for this man?
Sometimes I feel as though I've been waiting for him for ages. Perhaps it is my role in life to wait for him.
Oh my God.
Not a pleasant thought.
It could be
Yeah, this is like
dangerous for
full
you.
on waiting for
Waiting
Godot,
here
cross
all
Edgar
night.
Allan
That's
Poe.
quite true. But what other choice do we have? We are waiting here until we finally go.
You are a strange man, Mr.
Mr.
Baker.
Baker,
The
I
two
have
of you
met
are
many
very
strange
strange men.
people during my life.
Like if I didn't know any
But
better,
you
I'd be swearing I was talking to the same person.
the strangest.
Really? I don't feel particularly odd or weird. All I want to do is leave. What's wrong with that?
Why are you still waiting for this person?
What would be the point of going before meeting the man, as he's going to help us leave?
I mean, it's a great excuse to never leave if both of you agree that you shouldn't leave until you talk to him.
Pericles, what are you going to do now?
I don't know. Perhaps it's time to leave. Perhaps we should stay a little longer. How can I tell?
And where exactly are you thinking of going?
Jonathan just wants
In a
straight
place
answers.
Where I will finally have that feeling, to be where I belong. The world has to be meaningless chaos to
I
make
feel
such
like
a
putting these two out of their misery
heaven
and just biting them would probably be for the best, but you know, we have committed.
Goodbye, Mr. Baker.
I can't even imagine if these two were turned into vampires. God, what an eternity of
again,
nightmarish
Dr.
conversations that would be. How long have you
Tell
been
me,
here exactly?
how long
Do you guys come here like
have you
every
waited
goddamn
I
night?
can't say for sure, since I have no watch.
I have like 8
But the
watches.
night
Would
is
you
still
like
young,
one?
And I am not tired.
Is that the most honest answer you can give me?
Yes, I think so. Why does it irritate you, sir? Is comprehension really that important to you?
Well, I guess not when it comes to you two.
I'm a scientist. I try my best to understand things. I know the world has to obey unbreakable rules.
You know, or you want the world to obey such rules?
I could not inflict upon the world turning you two into
I know one
vampires.
thing. I do not understand who you are.
And it's better that way.
I feel like the
What
only
kind of
way that
life
this
would
bit
we
would be
live if
more
we could
hilarious
summarize a
is
person in
if
a few words or a few lines.
each of them you talk to them on different nights. Like just to fully like entrench how bizarre this conversation is. Every night you have to talk to a different brother.
If you
And try to get
finally
answers out of them.
manage to leave London,
And you
where
think
do
it's one person,
intend
but
to
then you
go?
realize that
A
it is in
happy
fact
place,
2 people.
That's for sure. A place where I can smile because I know the next day will be better than the previous one.
Such a place doesn't exist. There are never
Like
any
you're
guarantees
creating
that
a
tomorrow
perfect
will be
world
better
or a
day.
perfect place
That
that
would mean
does
I have
not
no
really
hope left.
exist.
And I just can't accept such a conclusion.
Oh dear God. Well, at least you two have each
Goodbye
other.
for now, Mr. Baker.
God, imagine what their conversations are like when Jonathan isn't around. Jesus Christ. All that talk about Edgar Allan Poe does remind me, though. I know I mentioned this, I think with Sammy, but there is a great YouTube series that I absolutely love called Unsolved. Very, very good.
The Spanish flu is not the only hidden killer around here.
Hey, all right, let's have a real chat.
Good evening, sir. May I ask you what you're doing here at this late hour?
I'm conducting an investigation about the epidemic in this part of town.
And who are you, sir?
I'm
Dr. Jonathan Reed.
from the Pembroke Hospital.
I mean,
May
doctor.
I ask who you are? And why all the questions?
I'm Detective Inspector Charles Albright from Scotland Yard. And I don't find your answers convincing.
What are you talking
What is
about?
a Pembroke doctor doing in the West End at this time of night?
Oh, Unsolved is a ooh. Do we just want to go for it? I mean, we do work for the Ascalon Club, at least temporarily. How do we want to pursue this? Unsolved is a great series. It basically is, half of it are kind of like supernatural stories, and the other half are true crime that are being retold by the host of the show and kind of like talked about, like, you know, what could have really happened or whatever. What about a medical checkup?
Do you need medical attention, Inspector?
I'm fine, thank you, Dr. Reed.
Ooh, we can just skip by that, eh? Interesting. Tell me about the neighborhood.
What can you tell me about this district?
I'm the one asking questions, especially when there's a killer on the loose.
Okay, fair enough. What killer?
What killer?
I'm not going to discuss that with the civilians, sir.
Man.
Haven't I told you about the investigation I'm conducting? Perhaps I could help you.
All right, without giving you too much information, I'll tell you this. I'm convinced there's a homicidal maniac on the loose, using the epidemic to disguise his kills.
Okay. All right, we got a little information out of him. Yeah, Unsolved is really, really fun. It features, essentially, the show boils down to the dynamic of the two hosts. One of them is a quote-unquote, like, believer in the supernatural.
And what about
the other one is the
We
skeptic.
both know the situation is critical.
You know, it's the same
don't we,
dynamic
Doctor?
in X-Files, right?
Colleagues of mine die almost every day.
All right. And what exactly are you really doing here?
What are you really
In the middle
doing
of goddamn
I
night.
told you. I'm a detective inspector from Scotland Yard, investigating suspicious cases in the area.
Do you... Seems kind of dangerous. Are you here alone?
Do you work alone?
Yes, the situation is difficult for the police. Many of us are sick.
Oh, fair enough.
And since the summer strike, most men apply a work to rule on their patrols.
Okay.
What about the situation in the East End? Why are there no police
Yeah,
there
there's
to
basically
protect
no one in the
civilians?
East End.
I know, it's a shame, but we just don't have enough men to cover the entire city.
I guess technically the show is BuzzFeed Unsolved, and it has like its own YouTube channel now. Tons and tons of videos. Like, I think it's like 7 or 8 seasons now of it.
Why are you investigating at night?
Criminals rarely act in daylight.
Okay, fair. Again, Jonathan, I
But
feel like
since
you're
you're
asking the
also a
dumb
night
questions.
Have you noticed anything strange, which requires police
Nope,
attention?
nope, nothing strange. Ooh. How do we want to approach this? I'd like to report Jeffrey McCullum, Fergal Bansha, or I haven't noticed anything odd. Kind of torn on this. Interesting. I mean, why don't we try... I don't know. That's actually kind of tough. Let's go with... I have noticed nothing odd.
No, I've noticed nothing.
I mean, that's not the truth,
All right.
but...
But keep
Oh,
your eyes
Fergal?
open, though.
Ah, damn. I mean, we're not trying to help him too much. Tell me about this homicidal
Tell
maniac.
me all you know about that homicidal maniac you're looking for.
I'm not even sure there is only one. The wounds are always the same.
Weird.
The modus operandi varies. Sometimes violent.
It's almost like there's a whole, I don't know,
Sometimes
series
precise
of
and
killers
How could
who are
different
targeting people.
killers inflict the same wounds?
That's my main problem. If my theory is correct, maybe we're facing a group
Ah.
of individuals sharing the same violent tendencies.
Nope,
Perhaps a
don't know anything about
sadist
that.
cult.
Never heard about that. Don't worry about it. Ooh, okay. Well,
What are you investigating
yeah,
exactly?
lay it all
Well,
out.
My 2 missing persons cases have been solved. By you, it seems. Are you just that lucky?
No, we're just that
Or
good.
do you know something I don't?
I was lucky enough to find them both while conducting my investigation in this part of town.
Why do I still have the feeling that you're hiding something? What about the abductor?
I mean, your instincts are good.
Was it the same person?
I don't think so. You had better interview Miss Teasdale and Mr. Camilla
Yeah.
on that matter. All I did was to lead them safely home.
Okay. Anything we can...
What are you investigating?
Well,
I was...
why do
I don't...
Nothing else we can get out of that. Okay.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
We did skip over that conversation. Can we talk to him again about it?
Good evening, sir.
I'm conducting an...
And who are you?
I'm Dr. Jonathan...
I'm
Okay.
Detective...
Okay. So the question is, what do we want to do here? We can skip over this again, but I do want to answer this. It feels strange that we could do that. I work for the Ascalon Club. I'm here on my own. I don't want to do I have no time for this. I mean, we could flex and be like, yo, we belong to the secret society thing, but that doesn't feel like Jonathan, but it does maybe get this guy off our back. Yeah. Maybe I work for the Ascalon Club. What do y'all think? Kind of waffling between these two. I'm gonna say let's go with the Ascalon Club, even if it's only temporarily true.
Club. Here is my permit to go freely about the city.
The Ascalon Club? You should have said so, sir. I must warn you, these streets are dangerous, and you'd better be careful.
Oh, you know it. All right, so we only have one hint for him. I'm pretty sure we get a hint from him from someone in the Ascalon
Goodbye,
Club, though.
Dr. Jonathan Reed. I'm sure we'll talk again soon.
Oh yeah, you know it. All right, so we've talked to, I think now, everyone. Nope, we're still missing one. Yeah, still missing one. Okay. All right, so now let's start investigating this guy. He wants restaurants. What, like, it's insane how, like, banal his request is compared to everyone else. Everyone is like, well, you know, I've lost my family member. They're stuck in the sewer. I have to fight a giant beast. He's like, you know, I'm having a tough time to find a restaurant. You know, I guess, you know, it's tough without ye olde DoorDash or ye olde skip the dishes. There we go. And bam. Ooh, a little fire. There we go. Go for the bite. That's what we need. Man, we make short work of these guys now. God, we were underleveled for so long. God, it's so funny. All right. Yeah, I love these clothing stores that they've done in the game. Such a fine touch. I mean, the actual world design of this game is what really sells their old London. All right, so we have to go through here to find. Yeah. All right, nothing here, nothing here. Jump up here.
It's one of them!
Ah, so close. Give me that blood. Oh, you love to see it. All right, we need to find this guy a restaurant. Oh. I mean, everyone has different needs during an epidemic, even this weirdo. I don't know if it's in here. I'm trying to remember where we find this thing. Oh, at the very least, we got some more materials. Ooh, a fine chocolatier. Oh, you know, just rob the place. I mean, Jonathan needs those shillings more than they do, right? Where we're trying to save all of London, they're just trying to sell some pastry. Though, to be fair, pastry has the magical ability to be life-saving in the right circumstances. Sometimes you just need a croissant. God, these guys are so easy now. It also helps that we're not taking tons of damage from them too, but damn. Look at that. Oh, delicious. Probably should have waited to get closer, but you know. Oh, God damn it, the steps. Oh, so satisfying. All right, so there's a restaurant around here that we need to do. Oh, sure. If you want to fight, I'm happy to. There we go. Jonathan just going for the flex swing. I thought it was maybe in this covered market, but maybe I'm misremembering? Yeah, it could be anywhere within here. So theoretically, it could be up this way. But I don't think it is. I'd love to get the stun off. There we go. Oh, God damn it. Oh. Ooh. Almost got exploded. I don't think there's a restaurant here, is there? I know we could go in here. But a restaurant this is not. And I don't think we're even in the... Oh, no, we are in the area. But it's not an exceptional restaurant. At least we're clearing this place out, so it'll be a lot easier to actually just kind of walk around. Where the hell is this exceptional restaurant? Well, everything seems okay in here. Come on, Jonathan. We have a restaurant to find. You know, just vampire things. Not even just vampire things, but, you know, good use of a doctor's time. Finding a restaurant for an eccentric salesperson.